Wait till you see. I'm so excited. I am thrilled with some of the pieces. We actually have a designer gallery piece that's absolutely out of this world. So we'll get to that a little bit later. But first, let's start with this. So Jay, you might not remember this. In fact, well, you might, because you remember a lot of things. But I'm going to take us back 3 years, Jay. Is that okay?
Yeah, but I don't remember. I don't even remember my name half the time, and I don't know what I did yesterday. So now well, you're going back 3 years?
I'm going to go 3 years. So I was digging around, and I said, hey, gosh, I don't remember doing this stone, but let me dig around. I found a video of you and me 3 years ago with this exact same stone, and there were 4 pieces to the collection. 3 of them had already sold out, and you and I only had the ring left. So now, that is my history with this stone. Let's fast forward 3 years later, and Jay, you completely blew it out. To me, this is a stunning, spectacular statement necklace. Like, wow.
You know, this material, I just recently acquired it the beginning again. I mean, you know, we had done it, and then, you know, we didn't have any left. And so we got this back in. This is a really unique, rare form of natural serpentine. I mean, the color on this, I don't even know how to describe it. I mean, it's just so different. It's really unique. This is all natural. You know, it's so perfect that it almost looks like you've done something to it. It almost looks like you treated it. But, you know, most serpentines, as you know, are green, right? Or they, you know, like they're an olive green, they're a light green, they're maybe like a key lime green, or they're like an emerald green. But most serpentines are in the green family. This is almost like a yellow, more than a green, right? It's the most unique colored serpentine I think I've ever found.
I agree. Oh, totally agree. And this is interesting. I did a little research on it. This actually, the name of this bahia is it's Hong Kong's city's flower, which I thought was really interesting. So it's a city flower of Hong Kong. Also, with this one, it is probably one of the most unique stones you will ever see, Jay, because simply you just don't see this kind of color when you're out shopping for gemstones, or even if you're just shopping for jewelry, you'd never see anything quite this spectacular.
Right, you know, and even on this and even the design, you know, I wanted to do something really unique with the material. And so what I've done, it comes, believe it or not, it comes in these natural flats like that, like the nuggets. And all we did was just polish them up and grind it. And I thought it was such a cool look. Like, I could have cut them into cabochons. Do you see how, like, the thickness of this?
Yeah.
Well, that's actually how it comes. It comes in like plates. They're really unique. Like they make so incredible specimens. I've got a couple of them that I kept that I'm actually going to make specimens for my man cave. You know, where I'm going to, you know, put them on stands. Yeah. But you know, it's just a really good. It's a very ethnic look, a very simple look. But it's something that I just wanted to keep the true natural appearance of the material.
And I love how you did the graduated beads. They get a little bigger as they get below here, but it helps keep the stones separated, which also I think adds to that whole look of that statement that you're making with it.
Right, and you know, here's the thing: we didn't cut those, right? We sorted them. So you know how everything comes into every material. I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is or how expensive it is. The first thing it does when it comes in the door, we take it. It goes through a screening process, and we do sizing, and then we do color, and then we do grade of that color. And so all of those are all actually like natural. You can call them nuggets if you want to call them nuggets. They're really flat plates, and they go from the size, most of these are just the natural sizes, up to like just a very few of them were the size of like a small pie plate, but the majority of them is like that. So after we did all the color and all the size sorting and everything, we went back through and we thought, you know what, you know, we could just polish these. And, you know, it's a great look. It really displays the material well. And here again, this is a natural serpentine. It's not, you know, it looks, you know, when people, they send me pictures all the time, Suzanne, and they go, is this real? You know, like, and I'm looking at a picture and I say, well, you know, like if it looks too good to be true, it probably is not real. You know, that's what I tell them. That's the first thing. If it looks too good to be true, it probably isn't. And this almost, is one of those materials that it just looks too good to be true, but it really is. I mean, it's a natural serpentine.
Spectacular. Okay, Jay, I got an update. You guys, the heart bracelet, for those of you who snatched that up as quick as you could, that was a good idea because unfortunately, you're gonna hear the little ding, ding, ding. It is completely sold out. So that's gone. What I have left of 5 and 5 would be the sapphire earrings and that first beautiful brown necklace that we featured, the desert sand necklace. So those are still available. All right, just a quick update on this. This is for if you love bold, distinct jewelry. I think Christina, with that navy, or that kind of the dark royal navy blue she's wearing, and then that pop of that color, I mean, does she not look like $1 million? I mean, if she was in New York City, people would be like, oh my gosh, she must, you know, have a place in the Hamptons. I mean, it really is for those of us who are wildly passionate about bold, beautiful jewelry. You know, if you like little small pieces, this probably isn't your cup of tea. But for those of us like me, I'm nerding out. I always get chill bumps when I'm doing jewelry because I love jewelry so much. This is kind of the heart and soul. We want really standout pieces. You know, you wouldn't be caught dead going into a room and have some kind of dumb thing that everybody bought at the mall. You want to walk into that event and go, boom, you know, here I am. I understand great jewelry. This is spectacular. It is, in fact, I have one piece at the very end of next hour that's a real showstopper too, but it's wildly different than this. But I love, Jay, how you said it's got this organic look to it. It's got this an ethnic kind of vibe to it, which really, for me, women who really understand great jewelry understand and have these kind of wildly unique pieces. And normally, Jay, they would have found them on some fabulous vacation in some dusty corner of the world. You know, not necessarily on a shopping channel. But thank you for doing this.
Well, you know, and you know, that's kind of a great point because, you know, the funny thing, I've been coming here for, oh my gosh, it makes me feel old just to say this, right? But I've been coming here for over 46 years, and you know, like coming to the Tucson Gem event, and in that time, and including, well, we've walked quite a bit. Okay, we got a few more things we're going to do, but we're pretty much done. We've been here for over a week. You know, this is the end of kind of our event, and we've done a lot of walking, we've done a lot of talking, we've looked at a lot of things, and you know what? I haven't seen a single piece of this rough. No and kidding. Come to think of it, I've never seen it here, so I'm not really sure. It's not commercially available. The person I get this from actually is one of my turquoise miners. He's the one that turned me on to it. Yeah. So, I mean, this comes from a place where they basically have to mail you daylight. I mean, I don't even think there's a paved road up to where he gets this. There is a paved road up to the turquoise mine now, right. but this is beyond that, and it's a dirt road. It's not paved. Yeah. I mean, this is one of those things like, you know, it's not like you just go and say, hey, I'd like a little bit more of that material, right? It's not one of those deals. Like I said, we just got this last year. We got some back in stock. Right. Well, I love the color.
How funny is that? 3 years ago, do you know how you described this 3 years ago? You want me to remind you?
The Wilma Flintstone look.
No, nope. You described it as a genuine key lime pie.
Oh, okay.
Not the green, I mean, not the bright green ones, the really good ones that have that yellow green.
The real key lime pie. Yep. For those of you, I used to live in Isla Morada, and I used to live actually next door to the key lime pie factory. They've ruined it now, by the way. But that's the color of true key lime pie. I mean, it's like that. If you really have a real true key lime pie, they're only like about that thick. I used to get them by the dozen, and by the time I got home, there were only like 5 left. You know.
Yeah, I love it. So I just thought that was adorable. And gang, it's been 3 years since we've even seen this stone. So once again, the odds of getting it again are super rare. And if you love these highly collectible, really beautiful statement pieces, then I know you're on the line for it. And it's under $100. I mean, that's incredible. I mean, you could go to a store and find little nuggets of nothing or something really basic and pay well over $100. And yet you're getting this statement piece that I think is going to be just delicious when you put it on. Like, I just get chill bumps. I know you do too when you have those really cool pieces and people stop you and say, you've got to tell me where you got that. That's the kind of stuff we love to collect. All right, I'm going to show you this. Now, a little heads up. I really wanted to show you the bracelet. Jay and I featured this amber bracelet